Greetings, land of YouTube. My channel's getting big enough to where I'm asking people to ask questions in the comment. That way I know what type of content people want to see. And I got a couple questions, one from Girls Trade of Mind and Michael Rosenberg. Similar type of questions here. Wanting to know where the next accumulation phase will start. That's basically just speculation, but I can show you what I'm looking at. I'm putting this horizontal line here at about 30,400. And in a recent video, I showed this really kind of strange looking pattern. So we're in this channel going down, but I want to show you, for those of you new that didn't see this is kind of interesting stuff. I go back here to what I'm calling the original accumulation, even though it may not be the original one. But back in November, December 2020, there was this 30-day accumulation here. And I thought this was kind of interesting. Been talking about kind of a rather odd looking symmetry to this entire cycle. And then here is the old all-time high, give or take, from 2017, which is where that original accumulation was back here. It's actually like 19,947 is where I'm drawing this horizontal line. But we'll just say 30,000 and 20,000 are these horizontal lines. I thought this was kind of interesting. And what does that remind you of, folks? What symbol does that resemble? You got it right. It is the KOA campgrounds that's taken over Bitcoin and a part of a massive advertising campaign to advertise their over 500 campgrounds across the country. Okay, what does it really look like? The Eye of Providence off the back of our $1 bill. What do you think about that, folks? What do you think about that? Lots of people see this as kind of a creepy, evil symbol these days. But it was actually originally created in the year 1776. The little saying here is talking about God looks upon our undertakings with favor when our country was being built. So that's kind of interesting. I don't see a lot of evil in that. I don't know if that's been hijacked at this point or what, but it's kind of hard to not see that has jumped off the back of the dollar bill and on to our Bitcoin screens everywhere. Look at that. That's almost symmetrical to the human eye. It looks like it's about perfect, but the left channel going up is actually a touch wider. Now you could tinker with this. Of course, I could probably move this down to like one of these wicks, and we could probably get it to be symmetrical if we really wanted it to. So it shouldn't be too difficult. But I like it here. Say start of November. Bitcoin has never left this up channel and down channel. We keep testing the resistance and testing the support of it. See this first triangle here at 30,000, the support line from the original reaccumulation in a bull run. We've been testing that support over and over and over and over, banging into it 5 times. We've just banged into it, and the last time we banged through it and came back up, and we've actually banged into it since then. And long story short, this is the daily chart. So this triangle it's in, it's going to have to break through in the next 1 to 3 days. 3.5 days. We still got 17 hours before this green candle here closes. So 3.5 days, we will have our answer. Is Bitcoin finally going to break to the upside out of this channel? Or is it going to break down through support and remain in this channel? I'm under the opinion that it's going to break through support here and kind of do one of these numbers. So where's the accumulation going to be? I don't know for sure, but I kind of like 20,000 as a bounce, and maybe here like this 20 to 30. I don't know. It's just speculation, but this does give some kind of something to look at for sure. So the interesting thing is I was talking about the Eye of Providence. It was originally created in 1776. And we have a good chance of coming down here and hitting 20,000, the old all-time high. We have a really, really good chance of doing that on July 4th, right? Independence Day. So kind of lining up. It's kind of kooky. What do you think about that, folks? July 4th is kind of, July 5th is basically smack dab in the channel middle. July 5th, July 4th. But let's see if it were to stay in this channel and hit 20,000. We've got, well, it's not happen June 19th. So say it could happen tomorrow, June 27th to July 23rd. So where would the Goldilocks zone be? This is just speculation, but it's fun. And I think June 30th to July 12th, maybe the first 2 weeks of July, kind of a little landing pad down here, right? So I don't know for sure. I mean, it's not a guarantee. This thing breaks down. It's not a guarantee. So there is a chance it could break out here and break up. I don't think so. In the Wyckoff theory, he states that it's good for the retail investor to just look at the money market as just one single entity is controlling it, and you're playing a game against it, right? So lots of times you hear people say the whales and they and them, and it's being manipulated, and then that's a good way to look at it. Some people say it's a bad way to look at it because no one person does control it, but it's good to play a game. You turn it into a game, right? And play against a single entity that's trying to beat you, and you're trying to beat it. So with that being said, that single entity that we're playing the game against, I think they, them, it, the whales, I think they want to get more out of this. I think they want to bring it down to 20,000 for sure. I don't think the big players are done. I think they want to take another chunk. They might want to take it down to 16 to 11,000, maybe 9,000. But it's just speculation. But this is something to think about. I like the first 2 weeks of July, 20,000. Now, with that being said, since we're speculating all over the place, say it comes down here first week of July or whatever, and we bounce off of it. So, come down here like this, and so we bounce off of it, and I don't know, is it just kind of one of these and it comes right back up, and it's not out of the it's not out of the question that Bitcoin could just come back up and use 30,000 as the next accumulation, So it could come down like this and kind of come up like this, and then maybe that's our accumulation starting the first, second week of July. Who knows? But this is just something to be looking at and having fun with. And hope everyone out there is learning about independence and freedom, right? That's what Bitcoin's all about. kind of all tying in, right? In this video, it's kind of interesting. Maybe it comes down here and it bounces off 11,000, 10,000, maybe 20,000 is the resistance on the next accumulation. The good news is at some point, whether it's later this year or 3 years from now, Bitcoin's going to do this. So that's what this mainly is all about. This is basically the big players taking money away from the little players. So learn how to play the game. That's why they're doing it, because they want to buy. They would love to buy down here at 10,000, 11,000. They love to buy, right? They would love to buy down here. Why would they love to buy down here? Because really a lot of people really like Bitcoin, the asset, right? It's a store of value. So why do they want to buy here? Because they want to do this to it, right? They want to go up here. So I'm a long-term bull, folks. Don't get confused with the videos I'm putting out recently. I hope you enjoyed this. As always, thanks for watching.